When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ohio State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him.
Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Any speculation about Ryan Day's future, even after the loss to Michigan, was patently ridiculous. But now they've won the national championship, and he is safe in the toast of the town, at least until they play Michigan.
No doubt. Toast of the town till the next game. Obviously, high standards in Columbus. They won a national championship. Palmer, they got hot. Absolutely.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. The Badgers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Nice move there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Gets open down the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Slings it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Bunch formation for these receivers. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
That's caught. It's Smith. Still running at the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Dances away. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Mason. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Barry Johnson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
The Badgers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Turning it on. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick completion to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Rushes on him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They boot it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, they're after him. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Under fire. Touchdown, Ohio State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know, but if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Fires to the right. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. The Badgers will punt this one away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Grabbed behind the line, it's Donaldson. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll touchdown Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back. They know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Free kick out of bounds.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
Come on, boys. Let's pound the rock.
Got the quick completion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking for a crease to the left. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running the read option to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Right back to the well. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Inside the 15. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run play action. Got his man in the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They get the score and maybe a little extra time with the trainers in recovery after the game as a result of that hit.
He's going to be taking an ice bath after this game. This is a physical defense, and this quarterback knew coming into this game that he was going to have to make plays like that. He knew he was going to get hit. He knew he was going to get punished, but you're just seeing so much maturity. So impressive watching this quarterback play from the pocket.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. They'll run the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll run the sneak for it. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This young signal caller just seems to get better and better with each game. And he's thrown it, breaks into the open. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
First down for the offense.
We can do this, offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
From the gun, running back on the move. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To throw, it's Edwards. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Badgers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Finds a little space. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's Dupree. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Off play action. Got his man quickly. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Turning it on! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, so many guys in position, play after play to get this guy on the ground, but Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays.
And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make dudes miss and make me look good.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.